Hello guys, you're welcome to another video as usual. Of course, like I promised you, I invite experts, people with integrity, entrepreneurs that have stood the test of time, and they have, as in their products are quality, and they've been delivering. So I have the privilege this particular moment to bring before you Madam Seyi Obasi. She is an entrepreneur, an online marketer, and she has paid her dues. And from our records, we can discover that people have been going to Canada through our product, through our information products. And I think this interview is going to be a platform or an opportunity for you to learn how to go to Canada the easiest way. And you can always trust me. Anybody that is on this platform, anybody we invite, be rest assured you are in the right and safe hands. So I want to welcome Madam Seyi Obasi to our YouTube channel, and she's going to tell us more about herself. Okay, over to you, Madam.
Oh, thank you very much, Moses. I'm so glad to be here. Okay, like you said, my name is Seyi Obasi, and I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an online marketer, and I'm also an affiliate marketer as well.
Wow, that's interesting. Nigerians are doing great. They are doing great job. So many of them are really crushing it online. And you know, this issue of traveling, going to UK, going to Canada, the US has been a problem. But I want to believe that by the time you listen to Madam Shay today, your dream of going to Canada will, of course, is going to be a possibility. That I'm very, very sure. So, Madam, we have people that have been trying to relocate to Canada, and they've been duped. They paid a lot of money. There was one bike guy I met some months ago, I think last year, and he said he wanted to relocate to the US. And it's like everybody. He wants to just, and I was surprised. A bike guy, you know, these Okada guys, he had that vision, that dream. It's as bad as that. And he said he has applied severally and he has been denied. I said, okay, if an Okada man can do that, then that tells you that people want to move, relocate, and have a better life. Okay, Madam, from your experience, what is the easiest way to relocate to Canada as a Nigerian?
Okay, thank you for that question. Very interesting question. So I'm going to answer this way. There's the pre-COVID way, there's the post-COVID.
Exactly.
So before COVID, the express entry, that's the federal express entry for professionals, was open. So if you were around 30, 35 and you had a master's degree, you might be able to score enough points to be able to be invited to apply for permanent residency in Canada. Very competitive, because at the last time they did it, the scores were like 470, and that's
wow.
Yes. Now, post-COVID, for some time now, close to a year, the federal express entry has been paused, mostly because of COVID. So I think that for Nigerians, the easiest way to come to Canada now is through the study route. And the interesting thing about the study route is no matter how old you are, you can actually come to Canada to study. If you wanted to go through the express entry, if you were older, if you were close to 35, then it starts to become almost impossible for you to get the scores that you needed. But for study, it doesn't matter your age. So long as you get the admission and you're able to prove that you're coming to study, you would get your visa to come to Canada. And after study, it's like a piece of cake to get permanent residency in Canada. So I would say the study route is the easiest route for a Nigerian to come to Canada, just to relocate and also to get permanent residency.
Okay, thank you for that information. Okay, another question I have here, because I have some questions that are really bothering minds. Before we go forward, I forgot to tell my viewers that she's an author. Of course, she's a course creator. Not a course, rather. She has created some courses, and she has a course on how to relocate to Canada. And we have testimonies, people that have relocated, a whole family, people above 40, relocating to Canada through the information she packaged together. And of course, you can always have access to that course. And before the end of the program, or even after the end of the program, you will see a link, on the description section where you can always have access to the course. Just click on the link and you have access to the course. Okay, madam, I have a question here. Is it possible to relocate to Canada without IELTS exam as a Nigerian?
Yeah, so IELTS seems to be the bane of so many people.
Exactly.
People don't want to do the exam. Yeah, and yes, because Nigeria is an English-speaking country, you can actually get your study permit without doing the IELTS. And in the course, I show you how to do that, the kind of letter that you get from your school to be able to send to Canada, and then you'll be exempted from taking the IELTS.
Okay, that means you can apply for any of the courses without the exam.
Yes, you can apply to the schools, and you can also apply for your study visa without IELTS.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, this is very interesting. Okay, that means I can get admission in Canada without this exam.
Yes.
Okay,
so long
depending on the school, right? Is it all the schools?
The schools exempt, most of the schools exempt Nigerians. But even if a school doesn't exempt, there's a letter that you can get from your university that will tell them that you studied in English language and you don't need to take the exams. And with that letter, you'll be fine to go. Yeah.
Okay.
And you don't need it for your visa so long as you've gotten your admission.
Okay. Okay. I was going through some articles, and like I read about, if you want to go from your second degree and you have, say, third class in your first degree, that going for masters will be difficult. Is that true?
Yes, it is. It is difficult to get a master's admission if you have a third class. However, if you're going for something like an MBA and you have like business experience and you can prove it, there are some schools that will actually give you admission. But for like the sciences or any research courses, it will be difficult, I will not lie. But you can actually get a postgraduate diploma from a college and still be able to come study.
Okay. There's another question which I'm going to waive. You've answered the question. The age limit to going to Canada, and you've told us if you want to go to the study route, there is no age limit, which is very interesting. Okay. Yeah. Now, like, another thing is this: how much do you need to keep in your bank accounts? Like this, people they will ask you to prove a fund.
Yeah.
Like, is there any specific amount, or it depends on the course you want to study?
Yeah, that's a very difficult question. I get that question all the time. It is difficult to answer. But one thing that is for certain is that you need to have living expenses of 10,000 Canadian dollars per year. You need to have 10,000. Yes, 10,000 Canadian dollars per year. And then you need to have your tuition. So if you're not getting scholarship and if you're not getting funding, you need to have the full amount of your tuition. Let's say your tuition is $20,000. You need to have $20,000 plus the $10,000 for your living expenses. That's for you alone. If you're coming with any other person, you have to add an additional $4,000 to the living expenses. So if you're coming with your son, for example, you need to have $14,000 for living expenses plus your tuition. If the person is going to go to daycare, depending on their age, then you need to show that you have money to cover that daycare as well. Yes. If your child is going to primary school, elementary school, or secondary, then they are going to go to school for free. You just have to show that you have money for their living expenses. So that's how it is. So your tuition plus your living expenses. And of course, they need to see some extra money that can take care of your flight and one or two other things when you get to Canada. So just have as much money as you can, more than you need, as proof of funds, to just show them that you have all that money, even if the money is not yours. But just they need to see the money. Yes.
Okay.
That's why I encourage people to get funding and scholarship if they can. So that takes care of your tuition and all that. So you just need to show that you have living expenses.
For expenses. Okay. Wow. Okay. Do you have people? Of course, I mentioned it. Can you tell us one or two people that have relocated through your course to Canada?
Yes, yes. There are quite a number of people, friends and family, because I was doing this for friends and family before I even put it out in the course.
Before
Immediately
you
I
start
got it.
monetizing the skill, the
Yes,
knowledge.
yes. I was even encouraging my friends that I left back home. I would be like, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. And then by the time a lot of people started asking, I thought, you know what, why not put this in the course? Yeah. I have
Yeah.
a lot of people. I have a friend here. I think she was one of the first people that came. She's 50.
Wow.
Yeah, she's 50 and she's doing a postgraduate diploma, almost done. She's almost done. There's Sammy, the one I used as a testimonial in my course.
Okay.
He came about 2 years ago with his family. He came first and then his family came later. He's done now and I think he's working. Um, and a few other people. I have one friend here, she's single. She came into almost 2 years ago. She's graduating this year as well. She came into my school. She came into Brock and she got funding. And there
Wow.
are a whole lot of stories like that. It's a system that
I like that. I read, Tony Motor Show has an email list, and on regular basis he sends mail and all that. And one of the mails he sends in preparation for 2022 was, if you want to make money in 2022, then three things: acquire a skill, then practice it and monetize it. And I think that's what you're doing, monetizing your skill. And I think
Yeah.
I love that. That's interesting. Yeah.
Mm.
Now your course, does your course make provision for, when you get to Canada, is there any provision for how would they get job for people that will be working and schooling? Is there any insight as to,
Yeah.
okay, when you get there, oh, through your course they can
Mhm.
find their way, they can be mentored or
Mm.
taught how to pick up a job and all that?
Okay, so if you come in as a student, you can actually work for 20 hours in a week. And
Irrespective of
if
the course.
irrespective, if you're a student, you can work for 20 hours a
Okay.
week. And then in my course, there's a bonus there on how to get accommodation and how to get jobs in Canada. There are so many student jobs, especially in the
Okay.
summer.
Okay.
So getting a job as a student is not a problem. Like
Okay.
I think people get their jobs. I mean, if they want, right from the first week or the first month that they're here. So there's a bonus there, and I provide insights on how to get a job. My contact details are also in the course for those who buy into it. People call
Mm,
me all the time to ask me for insights, and I'm always available to help. So that's not a
okay.
problem. If you come as a
Okay.
student, you can work 20 hours. If you come with your spouse can work full time while you study.
Okay, okay. I think what I need to do is you might need to tell us more about your course so that we have the full details. So many people are
Okay.
interested, and I want to believe many of the viewers will be interested. So can you quickly tell us about the course itself?
Okay, so it's a comprehensive course made up of videos, PDFs, templates. It shows you step by step how you can apply for admission in a university or college, and then how you can go on to apply for your study visa and then come to Canada and get your study permit.
Okay,
Um, it gives like I give like a step-by-step guide. I also give the story of somebody in the course, how she also came to Canada, everything. There are also screenshots of admission letters, screenshots of
okay,
funding letters, screenshots of standard SOPs, letters you can write to the school, and also letters you can write to the visa officer. Coming to Canada is not like going to UK. I studied in UK as well. It's not like going to the US. Those visa officers are something else, and they have something against Nigerians.
wow.
Yes, because Nigerians have gone ahead to do a lot of shady things,
Mm,
so the level of trust is rather low. So you actually
mm,
need to know what you're doing. A lot of people
mm,
who try on their own get denied the first time until they ask for help. You know, it's different. It's not like UK.
wow.
So you need to actually know what you're doing. If you talk to people who have applied to Canada for study, a lot of people have been denied,
Mm,
because they just go with what they see on the website. That's not
exactly.
what. It's more than that. It's more than
Mm,
that. Yeah, and
mm.
because I am in the space, I listen to people all the time who apply. I learn from their mistakes. I ask them, why were you denied? So I know all the little tricks, and I put all that in the training as well.
That's wonderful.
Mhm.
Wonderful. Do you have like a support group or something like after buying the course, accessibility is not a problem. People, because I
Mm.
know for me, I bought a course 20, was it 2018 or 19 or thereabouts. I bought that
Mm.
course for $500. And
Mm.
after buying the course, it was on drop shipping. And after buying the course, I couldn't set it up. I called, I sent mail, no response. After three
No
months, I gave up.
response. That's a shame. Oh God.
So I've seen part of my
Yeah.
recommendation is that anybody that wants to buy any course, support is
Mm.
key. So do you have a
Mm.
support? Probably
Yeah.
after getting your course, do you have like, are you accessible? Can people call you and all that?
Yeah, that's a shame because I have a lot of people, like once my course went on Extraordinaire, I had a lot of people calling to say, are they going to have access to me just the way you're asking now? People were like, because they need to have access. Like I get emails every day and calls. Yes, on the course material, my email is there, my WhatsApp number is there, my Canadian number is there.
Wow.
So yes, I'm very accessible, and people actually do call me, send me even people who haven't bought the course. Some people even
Wow.
get free advice from me
Yeah, yeah, that's good.
without even buying. So yes, I'm very accessible. And because I've been in your shoes before, I know how
Exactly.
frustrating it can be to buy a course and not be able to connect to get
Mm,
support. It is terrible. So I don't know. I don't
mm.
want people to be in that situation. And
Wow.
people are really
That's
confused. Some people actually buy and they're like, where do I start? And I'm like, okay, read this first, then you go to this, and then you go to this.
exactly.
So yeah, there is
Okay.
support. Yeah.
That's lovely. It's wonderful. It's been an interesting time
Mm.
discussing with Madam Seyi Obasi. And as you can all see, this is live speaking with a Canadian. A Canadian. I hope you've gotten your permanent
Yes,
residence.
yes, I
I know
have.
that's
Thank
the
you.
first thing Nigerians. That's the first thing they do.
Yes, it's
Okay,
very
it's
important. Yeah.
it's nice speaking with you, and I
Mhm.
know, like our usual practice, I did my due diligence before inviting you. We patronize people that are trustworthy, honest, and they have
Mhm.
stood a test of time. And for anybody interested in relocating to Canada using the study routes, Madam Seyi Obasi is trusted, she's time tested. People have been going to Canada through her course. And if you're interested in the course, you will get the link in the description section below in the YouTube channel. Then, I don't know, let me ask her, can we um, have your WhatsApp number? Like on the YouTube channel, there's a way we change the number to a link so that people can
Okay.
probably have access to you. Is that possible?
Yeah, definitely. Do
Okay,
you want me to give
so
it to you now, or I'll give it to
yes,
you
you
then?
can, you can say it.
Okay. Okay, so I still use my Nigerian number on WhatsApp. You can also use my Canadian number, but I'm more active on the Nigerian number. It's
Okay.
080
Yeah.
333
Okay.
25803.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Okay.
if you wanted
So,
to connect with me on the other number, Canadian is 905
okay.
324 5804.
Okay. So what we'll do, I'll put that link in the description section so that you can
Okay.
have access to her. And I have a friend. We went to secondary school together, and about 7 months ago, I just saw her on Facebook, and we were chatting and all that. And like we got discussing, and she told me that she was duped of 10 million naira. So
Oh
wow,
my
so what
goodness.
happened?
That is
She wanted to
crazy.
relocate,
Oh God.
and it was an
And
immigration
people keep
officer.
telling me, I'm sorry to interrupt, but a couple of weeks ago, someone was telling me someone was giving him a job as this. They were preparing his work permit, and I asked a few questions.
Hmm.
Sometimes because when you want something, you don't want to hear anything. You just
Yeah.
want to believe that what you're doing is. I didn't want to come out and say he's being duped, but I told him, ask them this, ask them that, and I always followed up. What's up? And then yesterday he called me, sent me a message. He didn't even call me, just sent me the text message that he called. Those people were not real. And he's not the first. I have a friend who was already in the airport,
Wow.
and he was told the visa was fake and he had already sold off
Wow.
his things. And I keep telling people, someone was telling me someone wants to get him a job as a cleaner in Canada. How can? There are people here that can do cleaner jobs.
Exactly.
How can
Exactly.
they live? How can an employer get a cleaner from Nigeria, pay for work permit and all? So,
It's not possible. That's only possible in Nigeria.
oh
A Chinese
God,
man, or yeah, a Chinese man can come to Nigeria and work as a
yes,
cleaner,
that was a
as a
different
cook,
thing. Yes,
you know.
yes.
But
So
over
then,
there, you can't do
how
that.
come they can't be employers, and you believe a company that is telling you that okay, there's this company they want to employ cleaners. People are working over here too. They
Exactly.
can clean,
Exactly.
but some people will not just listen until they're duped. And then when you tell them, I don't know, it's so sad. First
Yeah,
cleaners, a lot
you're
of
just
money.
capitalizing on what is happening in the country, you know.
Yes, people's desperation, yes, they do.
Yeah.
Even
This
people
is
call me to offer me money to give to I'm like, I don't
wow.
do that. If I
Wow.
was dubious, I can take their money. After I'm not even in Nigeria. But I tell them that I don't do that. And then I warn them that if anybody tells you they can do that, please ask them questions very well. You know,
Hmm.
it's so sad. Anyway.
That's serious. So it's been a nice time chatting with Madam Seyi
Yeah,
Obasi, live from Canada. So I want to believe that anytime we have any need to call on you, you out of your busy schedule, you always give us that privilege to have a chat with you.
certainly.
So
Yeah.
thank you very much for this time. I really appreciate
Okay.
it, and want to believe that we have cause to call you again and probably invite you for another session. I hope you will grant us that privilege.
Yes, definitely. I
Okay.
will.
What other product do you have online?
Okay, so for now on Expatnet, I also have a course called the Audiobook Publishing
Okay.
Business.
Okay. I've been seeing the
Yeah,
audiobook. Okay. What's it
yes.
all about?
So it shows you how you can create and publish audiobooks. Like audiobooks, the sale of audiobooks is increasing,
Yeah.
especially in the US, UK, Australia, and some other countries. So you can
Okay.
actually turn your books, some books, depending on the niche, into audiobooks. So people actually just
Okay.
listen to them,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
instead of reading, and it's really a big market. So that's what the course is
Okay.
about. Shows you how to create
Okay.
ebooks and then how to convert them to audiobooks.
Okay. How much is it?
It's on a discount now, 50%. It's 14,999.
Okay. Then the one for traveling to Canada, I didn't even ask you
It's
earlier.
25,000. That one is
Okay.
25,000.
Okay. And 25K is not too bad
Yeah.
looking at considering the
Yeah.
information and the support. I've learned over time that if you want to go into any niche, the best way is to get a mentor. Get a mentor to guide you instead of trying to figure it out yourself. You will spend time,
Exactly.
energy, waste resources, and all that.
I'm telling you.
Just look for a mentor, pay the mentor, and you get the result the mentor got. Okay, madam, thank you very much for this time. I really appreciate it.
Thank
I
you
really, really
too.
appreciate it. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Thank you too. I appreciate it.